In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how not only did I used to write over $25,000 of annualized premium in life insurance sales every single month, but how our top producers average over 25K month in and month out, 100% selling final expense remotely. And the thing that they all do have in common is that they're all using the exact same lead system, the exact same sales presentation, and they're doing this from the comfort and luxury of their own home. And check this out, guys. If you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the medical questions page, and we use this to find out basically what health issues each prospect has, along with the carrier niche sheet that shows the main niche of our favorite final expense products. One of the unique things that we do at United Final Expense Services is that we actually interview each agent who is interested to come on board. And for those of you who've actually been in the industry for a while, you guys already know that pretty much every agency manager and recruiter, these guys are like jumping all over each other to contract with and bring on basically anybody with a heartbeat. The most common mentality is to throw everything against the wall and just see what sticks. The three things that I look for in an agent: one, are they comfortable using technology? That's pretty important, right? Two, do they sound clear, smooth, and professional on the phone? And three, do they have the finances, the money that it actually takes, along with the business-minded mentality to start their insurance business and actually be successful? And the way we do it, if I am comfortable that the answer is yes to these three questions, then we can start the contracting process. Once we've done that, then the next step is to introduce the agent to my colleague and business partner, Mr. Brandon. And what he does is absolutely amazing. He sets up an advertising funnel system for the agent, and this thing is designed to generate leads and appointments of people who expect the agent to call them with a quote for affordable life insurance. What's interesting about this system is how Brandon actually personalizes each agent's landing page with that person's information, including their photograph and phone number. So when the agent texts the client and then calls them, they've already seen his or her photo and they know exactly who they're going to be dealing with. And I'm talking about the client. They know what the agent looks like, etc. So now, when the client fills out the lead form and or sets an appointment to speak with thus agent, it feels like this is something that was set up and managed by that specific agent, which gives them instant credibility as a sales and insurance professional. And before we dig into the video, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Think about it. What kind of leads are you using, and what kind of leads have you used in the past? Have you ever tried to generate your own leads or used an advertising funnel system? What was your experience? Please share. So first we set the ads funnel system up for the agent. Then what we do that totally separates us from the competition is that we actually run and manage it for each agent from our ads platform main account. So all the agent actually has to do, it's pretty crazy, is set their weekly advertising budget, and then they can concentrate on one thing and one thing only: selling final expense insurance. Once the ad system is set up, we put the agent through two separate one-on-one trainings. And the whole idea is they cover the basics on selling final expense insurance remotely, along with, very important, how to use the system, the CRM/dialer. We try to make sure that the agent is 100% comfortable using our technology before they get started making their presentations. Meanwhile, we give the agent access to our sales presentation so that, they can start practicing immediately. And one of the things I do is I'll even send them like a couple of sales call recordings so they can hear what successful agents sound like. And now the new agent can actually try to mimic the voice tonality that they're listening to from the recording to try to sound the same and basically react the same during each part of the sales process. I even send the agent a recording of a top producer overcoming multiple objections during his sales presentation so that, they can hear exactly how he's dealing with common objections and then overcomes them and closes the sale of hesitant buyers. While we're waiting for the carrier contracting approvals, the agent has access to like a handful of training videos, and these things are just designed to prepare him or her for, basically every aspect of a sales presentation / phone call, sales call. We do 2 Zoom training sessions each week that are designed to cover all the bases and include topics like overcoming objections, underwriting, client retention, leading with the right carriers, and so on and so on. As if that's not enough, once the agent starts making their sales presentations, I personally will listen to a presentation recording and give the agent feedback so that they can make immediate changes. And that way, this guarantees that they get through the learning curve basically as fast as humanly possible. By using this type of advanced sales training, we've experienced a lot of new agents who would write like 15 to over 20K of annualized premium in their first couple of months. Again, most of you who've been in the industry for a while realize that most agents are gonna never have a 15K month, let alone a 25K month. And most of our agents are actually doing this, honestly, within the first couple of months, before they've even completely cut through the learning curve. So guys, at this point of the video, most of the looky-loos are gone. Oh yeah, so they've already clicked away. And you've decided to stick around. I'm gonna share a couple of pro tips and some information that we generally will not share with the public in one of my regular YouTube videos. The first thing that I do with new agents before they've even started, I tell them to pick up a copy of this book. There are 6 chapters in here that I consider absolutely mandatory reading, and yes, you should read the whole book cover to cover either way. But the thing that I love about this book is it teaches you how to take an objection and simply make it part of the application process. The looping technique that Jordan teaches us in his book, The Way of the Wolf, is the exact technique that our top agents are using to 1, build value in the exact final expense life insurance carrier that we're quoting the specific client, and 2, which inadvertently helps you to build rapport in the back end of the presentation. And by the way, guys, this is the first time that I've ever shared this straight line selling technique in public. Once again, so please, shh, keep it on the down low. As if that's not enough, I'm gonna share one more thing that I've never shared to the public before. And just to be transparent, I can't share our proprietary sales presentation script with you because that won't be fair to our agents. But I will share some tips on how to start your presentation, and I'm even gonna read the exact opening that we use to immediately, 1, grab the client's attention, and 2, make sure that we get the fact that this is about buying insurance and getting a quote out of the way, so there's no way that an intelligent human being can say something like, "Oh, I thought this was for free." When the client answers the phone, we immediately introduce ourselves and say this, word for word. "Hey Jerry, this is Douglas Massey calling for our appointment. How are you doing today?" "Great, well, I see that you sent in a request for the affordable state-approved life and burial coverage, right? Awesome. Now, today I'm gonna share with you some important information about myself, how these state-approved plans work, and how you can apply and qualify for them. Then you're gonna tell me what to do from there, okay?" Guys, with an introduction and an opening like this, you've got the client's attention right from the start, and now it's gonna be easy to transition into the product presentation, the underwriting questions, and of course, the close. One last thing before we call it a video. Our top agents are making sure that they have a lot of leads and appointments of potential prospects. Top producers make sure that their advertising budget is at least high enough so that they're getting a minimum of 20 plus appointments every single day, along with like an additional 20 to 30 leads. Now they can single dial their appointments, and between appointments, they pop the leads of the folks who didn't set the appointment into their speed dialer, and now voila, the system automatically calls the leads for the agent. So instead of hand dialing each lead, the whole idea of the way the system works is the system's gonna dial multiple leads at the same time, and when someone answers, their information's gonna pop up on the screen, and now the agent can dig right into the presentation and know exactly who he's speaking with. For a copy of the medical questions page, along with the carrier niche sheet that I mentioned, back at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like information on our remote final expense sales platform, easy enough, guys, just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now do your thing and see if you can't do something really good for someone today. Happy hunting.